As per a Financial Times report, France has quietly emerged as the unexpected blocker inside the EU, shielding nearly 18 billion euros in Russian sovereign assets that Brussels desperately wants for its Ukraine reparations loan. Paris has held firm for more than 2 years, refusing to expose its private banks to political or financial retaliation. While other EU capitals push for transparency, France quietly asserts control over its financial institutions.
To the irritation of some other European capitals, France has withheld any details about the institutions holding Russian state funds and how the accrued interest is being used, claiming it is a matter of client confidentiality.
France supports the idea of a Ukraine loan, but refuses to put its private banks on the front line, a stance that aligns with Russia's legal arguments against asset seizure. Paris strategically avoids risk while keeping its diplomatic cover intact. This restraint highlights Macron quietly prioritizing French national interests over Brussels' demands.
French officials, while supporting the concept of a reparations loan, have stated that they oppose a scheme that includes assets held in commercial banks, arguing that lenders are subject to different contractual obligations than those in Euroclear.
EU officials, especially in Brussels and Berlin, expected Paris to comply with demands to seize Russian assets regardless of contracts. France pointed to the difference between private banks and Euroclear, stressing that risk cannot be forced onto its institutions. Brussels itself admits central securities depositories did not owe Russia any interest, emphasizing the legal distinction Paris relies on.
Central securities depositories did not owe Russia any interest. This is perhaps a significant difference compared to central bank reserves, reserves held by commercial banks, which may have interest liabilities.
Belgium's Euroclear has profited billions from blocked Russian assets, redirecting $5.4 billion last year to Kyiv without scrutiny. France noticed that political pressure fell almost entirely on Euroclear, while other EU members with smaller holdings stayed silent. Paris's protection of its banks appears pragmatic, with FT noting that France holds the second-largest accumulation of immobilized Russian central bank assets in Europe. With Brussels demanding shared risk but offering no shared protection, Macron now stands at a crossroads, publicly loyal to the EU, yet quietly safeguarding French financial sovereignty and Russian legal interests. France refuses to sacrifice its 18 billion euros stake to EU political theatre. Is Macron turning rebellious in the EU? And will he join Orban and Fico as the new renegades of Europe?